Beware, my art soldiers! In today's video, you are going to witness a personal experience story on how loneliness can make you feel like you're living in a bubble disconnected from the world, and how a singular anime character can help you cope with it. Sound intriguing enough? Well then, enjoy the video! Hello everyone! Welcome back to Jumbo Annie channel, where I'm showcasing my art process as well as yapping about different topics. So grab your drinks and let's get started! In one of my previous videos, I was yapping about mental and artistic burnout. The topic was so interesting to me that I forgot to mention that actually I am starting to draw some canvases for myself to hang them on the walls. So in previous video, I was drawing my first waifu Kaori Miyazono from Your Lie in April, and today it's another waifu's time. It's Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. And the reason why I decided I would draw my favorite characters is not only purely decoration, even though it's a most obvious reason. I do like to decorate my stuff like desks and workspace and walls, and it usually takes me surprisingly unreasonable amount of time to do so. I guess I'm trying to just put too much of thought into it. You see, as someone who used to be a recurrently depressed person, I've come to realize how important it is to actually surround yourself with the good stuff, and also knowing about my ADHD symptoms, specifically if it's out of sight, it's out of mind and it's non-existent. Keeping this in mind, I have come to the idea that I want to put my favorite Genki characters out there on a very visible spot above my computer desk and my art desk, not only to make the space look more colorful and anime and girly, but also for the weaker days and the days that I struggle more. There will be some sort of memento or a reminder that, you know, it's okay to struggle, and sometimes some days are harder than the other, and those characters are usually reminding me to be kinder to myself, sort of thing. I guess this is a habit from my childhood because I used to feel quite lonely for the most part of my life. No matter how much I tried to make friends and stay close to people around me, I still didn't feel completely belonging or connected or seen or heard. I've read about it online, and it's also one of the symptoms of ADHD and ASD, so I had to kind of learn to accept that as a part of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. And because of that feeling of disconnection with the world, I've learned to kind of not rely on people but work around it, and fictional characters seem to help with that. So I kept this as a survival tool, I guess. It's hard to explain to someone who haven't experienced it. The closest analogy I can think of is, imagine you are in a bottle. You are behind the glass from the whole world and you are sealed away, and you can hear things, you can see through glass, but you can never physically reach out or touch anything because you're behind the glass. So yeah, that's kind of how it feels like. I don't know, I hope it makes sense, but that's my experience. I feel like I'm a fish living in my own bubble. So the best I can do is to decorate my inside aquarium and get out things out of my mind and creativity and imagination to kind of feel less alone, if that makes sense. And that is the reason that I like Genki characters and genuine characters and someone who really speaks truth, no matter what others will think. But those characters also need to be really kind, you know? One thing that my parents have grown inside of me is trying to be as genuine as possible and also do kind things, you know, and also say kind words. And Kitagawa and Kaori both are characters like that. And I myself am also trying to aim to be a person like that. I have a couple more characters to draw, although I'm not quite sure when I will be able to do it. Try to guess who are my other waifus down in the comments. You know, when I was watching My Dress Up Darling anime, I couldn't stop smiling, and at some point I had to stop watching for a while because my cheeks started hurting from all the smiles. I love this show. Honestly speaking, I haven't seen a rom-com that good before. For the longest time, my friend was trying to convince me to watch it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it eventually, you know, but it kept pushing forward and forward. I usually watch some new series very rarely. I'm not sure, maybe because I'm autistic. But usually I start with a single episode and see if it goes well. And if it goes, I usually binge watch the whole thing. I really like the art style of the show, and the character design is very cool. That is usually the first thing that impresses me. Usually if I enjoy the show visually, I can keep watching even if the plot is not that good. Unless it's straight up stupid, then I just drop off immediately. But sometimes, I'm also enjoying some brain dead shows, whatever. I guess it all depends on the mood. But anyway, I really enjoyed Kitagawa's design. One of my old OC characters actually also had something similar done with her hair, but my character had brown blue hair and Marin has blonde pink. I guess I could draw them together as friends because she looks like she belongs to that anime, honestly. Funny enough, I even have a version of my OC wearing exact same school uniform as in the anime, even though I drew this thing like 20,100 years ago. Mostly because school uniforms are quite similar to each other, and I guess it's just a coincidence. I guess this is an art idea for much later. Whatever life brings. But more important, I really enjoy Kitagawa's temper. Her honesty, her loyalty, and straightforwardness, that's totally my type of people. And I wish more people would be like her. And I guess it's also about her charisma and self-confidence. Nowadays, a lot of people have so many complexes. It's either about the looks or performance, and everyone tends to compare themselves to everyone else around them, and it's kind of tiring and also pushing away, I guess. But Marin is not like that, and I've been wondering maybe this is one of the biggest reasons that people like her as a character. And even though My Dress Up Darling has a lot of, let's say, fan service and ecchi moments, usually that would push me away, but in this case it kind of fits together. Maybe because I also like the protagonist Gojo. He's like in a constant state of shyness, but it's also genuine, I guess, which is not making you want to punch him in the face. Anyway, I watched both seasons, and honestly I'm looking forward for further anime adaptation. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna read the manga. I don't know why, but I guess I just don't have the patience. Have you watched the show or read the manga? Did you even know about it existing? And if so, let me know down in the comments what you think of it. Do you enjoy shows like that, or do you prefer something more quote-unquote serious? I'm really curious. And as always, thanks for joining today's art creation process. Hope you enjoyed my yapping. And if you want to support my work, you can do the usual social media thingy, like, share, comment, subscribe, and check out my other social media down in the description. And as always, I'm wishing you a bright day ahead and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!